What up, y'all? It's your man, Abuamerican. Just a quick video here, and I just wanted to talk about the internet. And, by far and large, I find that the internet has damaged more things than it's actually improved. It's improved our ability to have interconnectivity in terms of information, making money, and a lot of other things. But at the same time, that same interconnectivity, it's damaged and it's made things worse. We see the complaints about the sexual market and how basically it's changed for the worse because of it. Because now women have this crazy inflated idea of their actual sexual value or sexual market value, which isn't really as high as they think it is, but because they now have, contact to the world of thirsty men, they think that they're actually hot crap on a platter, which they really aren't, when you really look at it. Different conversation. But it's wrecked the sexual market and it's wrecked interpersonal interaction. I came up in a generation, and I guess I'm one of them old school heads now, talk about back in the days. Well, back in the days, there was no internet, obviously. And so if you ran your mouth, you would eventually have to face the person you were running your mouth about. You didn't run your mouth about people in different countries, because you didn't have access to them. So you only ran your mouth about people in your circle and in your environment. And when they found out, there was two reactions. They either dealt with you or they didn't. How they didn't deal with you, if they avoided you, whatever else, it's inconsequential. You knew that person was a punk. And if that person wasn't a punk, then you had to deal with them face to face. And they would come looking for you for running your mouth. Now they're talking crap from across the world. They're, in this country, they're talking about how badass they are, knowing that they'll never run into you in your life. So it's ruined the social rules of the game of how you behave in regards to other people, because you had to think really hard about what you were gonna say to anybody back in the days, because if you ran your mouth, that stuff got out and that person might come looking for you. And there was no he might not find me or he might find me. It was guaranteed you were going to cross paths with that person. So if you really weren't about that hardcore life, you know what you didn't do? You kept good manners. And people, they had good manners back then. They were polite. Why? Because being impolite, being a quote unquote troll, could get you punched in the mouth. And our societies, they're lacking that nowadays. I can just go down a list of people on Twitter, Facebook, and a few other platforms that need more than a punch in the mouth. They need one of them old school punches in the mouth and then the stompings. The internet has ruined so much, and people really need to. I got these notifications going off here. Let me see if I can't turn these off without losing the video. Oh well, whatever. This video is not going much longer. The internet's ruined so much. It's ruined women, it's ruined men, it's ruined society. People just walking around here confused about who they really are. Everybody thinks they're a cowboy now. And then when reality hits, we've even lost freedom of speech. Because back in the days, you could say more stuff without it coming back to bite you in the rear. And that's a different conversation, argument if you think that's right or wrong. But this whole cancel culture thing has kind of ruined free speech. Because free speech was never about popular speech. It was always about unpopular speech. And we knew back in the days that, if you ran your mouth and you said something unpopular, be ready to defend it. And that means with your hands. Because someone might get mad, get upset. And like I said, there wasn't some buffer of 8 countries and 4 IPs in a network server between you and the people who wanted to kick you in the teeth for your bad ideas and comments. You had to be 100% congruent. You had to be about that life in order to open your mouth. Now everybody just opening their mouth. We got Anons out here, Nabil Abdulaziz, he talked about it. It's here's some money, here's a super chat, fight the fight from the Anon account. Because guys are freaking cowards. And that's all the internet has made, a bunch of cowards. Women who are afraid to face men publicly, men who are afraid to face women publicly, and men who are afraid to face other men publicly with their actual ideas, thoughts, and speech. It's made a world full of weaklings. It's a damn shame. I'm glad I'm not from your generation. Y'all suck.